Heroes of the Storm brings a cool new event to the Nexus. Season 5 in Vigor is, need I say, pretty wild. Sonic the Hedgehog and friends dash their way into Ninjala, and not one, but 2 new free-to-play games go live and ready to play this week. What's up guys, James Blonde here with your weekly recap for gaming news and announcements for the week of September 11th, 2020. And once again, we've got plenty of news this week. Starting it off, we've got a launch of not 1, but 2 online free-to-play games. First up is Spellbreak, developed by Proletariat, a battle royale with a fantasy twist. Every player character is a spellcaster in this one. The game features 6 core Battle Mage classes: Frostborn, Pyromancer, Conduit, Stone Shaper, Tempest, or Toxicologist. The game lets you blend elements and utilize magical items hidden around the map to devastate your enemies, or survive a bad fight. It kind of reminds me of Magic: Wizard Wars, except in third person, and yeah, maybe not. The game also features crossplay and cross-progression, which is great considering that it's on Epic, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch. The second free-to-play game launching this past week is Diabotical. No, that's actually the name of the game, Diabotical. It's an arena first-person shooter where the characters are round robots known as Eggbots. Currently, the game features a few fan-favorite modes: 1 vs 1 duels, frag counting, aim arena, capture the flag style MacGuffin, and team deathmatch style wipeout. The game also features its own custom map editor, HUD editor, ranked play and esports support, cosmetics, and Twitch drops. This one you can only find on the Epic Game Store right now. Moving on, Bungie has wrapped up the gameplay reveal for its Stasis subclasses in Destiny 2 Beyond Light, with a showcase of the Hunter Revenant. Their melee skill utilizes Shuriken, which can bounce off of multiple enemies doing damage and slowing them. The Revenant's super, Silence and Squall, creates a pair of Kama, which first freezes enemies, then detonates with the second strike, causing a stasis storm that will track down your foes. Pretty epic, but you'll still have to wait till November 10th in order to play the new expansion. In other news, Guild Wars 2 has announced a new update landing on September 15th, the introduction of a new Fractal. It's been over a year since Guild Wars 2 has added one of these challenge instances, but you can look forward to Sunqua Peak, a beautiful mountain caught in a terrible storm. Prepare for some elemental fights that will add a new challenge to the game while you're waiting for more news about the End of Dragons expansion. Star Trek Online's console players can finally catch up to their PC neighbors, as the House Divided update is going live just 3 months after PC. The House Divided update brings the Year of Klingons, sending players to the year 2411. I wonder if they have COVID there. Introducing Robert O'Reilly to the story's cast and welcoming back J.G. Hertzler in the role of Martok. Klingons also get a new tutorial experience and revamps of several character and ship models. All this is not new news for PC players, of course. If you're looking for a reason to play Smite as we head into the fall, here it is. The Odyssey Reckoning update is now live. This month's long event will last until early 2021 and will feature dozens of unlockable skins, a new Odyssey map, quests, and lore. The top reward is the ultimate T5 skin, Eclipse Summoner Hell, who switches between light and dark and is joined by the mythical guardians of Sun and Moon. There's also a new Necromancer Battle Pass featuring dark fantasy skins that include Razor's Edge Isis and Sinister Sentinel Athena. And it's StarCraft vs. Warcraft in Heroes of the Storm's newest event, Craft Wars. Put down your knitting needles and glue sticks. This one's all about mashing up themes, skins, and even abilities. The newest Nexus Anomaly event features the Gladiator's Medallion, an item that lets you drop most crowd control effects and gain an unstoppable buff. Good thing it's on a 5-minute timer. The patch that brings you this event also brings a new ARAM mode, a rework to Diva and Gloslow, and more. Next up in the news, mentioned in last week's recap, we get the details for Season 5 in Vigor. The season is titled Renegades, and it's a bit bigger than past seasons, and as the name implies, it's all about the Wild West desperados, rebels, or priests preaching about the end of times. Put it this way, there's some pretty sweet new customizations with the latest Battle Pass. Just saying. The Sawmill map also follows the Wild West theme, and perfect for the good old-fashioned shootouts where there's a small arena area. That's sure to draw some attention. With this update, the developers added a new way to play with a pre-made group of 5 and show teamwork to the opposing Outlanders, making elimination more enjoyable with a group of friends. Of course, there's a lot more in the Season 5 release, so if this is your thing, pick up all the details from the official news post linked in the description below. This next bit of news features a really cool collab with one of my all-time favorite characters, and I'm talking about Sonic the Hedgehog and the next update coming to Ninjala. So starting September 23rd, players will be able to grab some awesome Sonic-themed items such as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles avatar outfits, Sonic and Dr. Eggman decorations, and so much more. Of course, all of this can be purchased with in-game currency, which is both purchasable and through regular playing of the game. Besides the collab, coming in early October, the new game mode Featured Battle will also be added to the game with Beast Attack as the game's first limited time event. Beast Attack is an extreme ninja version of tag where 8 players enter an arena, and some are randomly chosen to become beasts. The beasts must then hunt down and defeat other players, thus turning them into beasts, and you can probably figure out the rest. Of course, going forward, players can expect new events like this to appear periodically. The Sonic Collab event, however, lasts until October 21st. In other news, update 1.4 for Ylands is here and brings with it the Creators Club, a very important milestone for the game. This update finally allows the creators the support they deserve. Creators joining the club get the opportunity to monetize any aspects of their creation once applying for the Creators Commission, not to mention numerous other benefits such as better exchange rates, cool in-game swag, and more. With this, the update also brings a revamp to the workshop, so you can find games that you want to play quicker and easier than before, completely rebuilt how gun handling works in the game, and plenty of other bug fixes and improvements overall. Quite a hefty update, and it's nice that it's geared towards player-created content. Also in the news this past week, Heavy Metal Machines brings in the Colosseum Battle for Prestige. The Colosseum is where Metal City gladiators battle for prestige and supremacy in an online tournament that takes place within the game every Sunday. Here, all the matches are worth double the fame, plus if you place in the tournament, you'll snag enough fame, which is basically the in-game currency, to unlock whatever you might be missing. Pretty cool little tournament idea every week. And finally, for the last bit of news, Twin Saga drops patch 29 this past week, which introduces a new Bunny Sweetheart Berry mount, new Senshi quest and daily Senshi Saga missions, new Mystic Jungle Dungeon, new Awakened class level cap increase, and more. The new Mystic Jungle Dungeon, available for level 93 plus characters, is actually pirate themed, and as such, full of treasure, of course. The level cap of the Awakened class was increased from level 40 to level 60, and advanced Awakened class talents can be unlocked at level 42, and new skills can be acquired upon reaching level 50. Nice little update for late game players. But with that said, that's about it for all the major news and announcements for this week. Be sure to stay safe and keep your families healthy. Like always, you can find more information on the news topics linked in the description below. Feel free to discuss the news or even more news in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, wash your hands a bunch, hit that little bell icon to get notifications, and of course, share this video. And until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.